Right here. The traction on the Kobe 8 and the Kobe 8 Elite literally is identical to one another. Depending on the colorway, you'll get a translucent sole or a solid rubber sole. That works for both of the shoes. It doesn't matter which one. Some of them have translucent, some of them have solid rubber. Overall, they performed exactly the same. They were both great on court. Solid 10 out of 10s. The cushion was pretty much perfect, at least for me and for guards in general. The Lunar Lawn midsole is just unbelievably comfortable and really protects your foot, joints, knees, all that kind of stuff. The Kobe 8 Elite is a bottom-loaded zoom setup. Personally, I think that this should have been top-loaded. You can't feel it at all. The Phylon is what was used as the foam carrier, and it's just really, really dense. It is not breaking in. I've been using these for quite a while, and I can't take it. I want to put this inside of this shoe, which essentially is like playing in this shoe but with carbon fibers. So to me, that really defeats the whole purpose of having this entire setup right here. So you can just kind of throw those out and just go with this guy right here. As far as overall score goes, this guy got a solid 9.5 out of 10 and these guys got a solid 8. So the materials are pretty much identical. Both of them have engineered mesh. So here's just a quick look. Engineered mesh, engineered mesh. And basically the woven pattern is just a little bit different on this guy here. It's a little bit thicker and all that kind of stuff, whereas this one's just a little bit more of a single layer. This feels like a double layer. Double layer meaning that there's a layer on top and then a woven layer underneath. This one's just one single like woven piece. Now this really, again, didn't have much change as far as like performance goes. The main difference between the materials is coming in the back section here where you have carbon fiber versus the original TPU. Now I've had friends that had the TPU break on them, so in that sense the carbon fiber is definitely going to be a little bit more durable. Overall performance though is the same unless you actually do break the TPU. So the materials in the Kobe 8 originally got a solid score of 9 out of 10, and these guys here, just because of the carbon fiber boost, which is a little bit more durable, as I was saying earlier, these guys got a solid 10 out of 10. The overall fit on both shoes is true to size. Pretty much perfect fit. Perfect lockdown as well. No issues whatsoever. Once again, there is carbon fiber on the back here, which will make just for a more sturdy piece, just like the KD5s. This one here you can kind of bend it a little bit, and this guy here you have less bend, and so it's going to be just a little bit more rigid and solid throughout your gameplay. As far as these little flywire strands go, they do their job, but this guy here did it perfectly without them, so I wouldn't say that this is a necessary upgrade. Now, overall scores for the fit on the Kobe 8 was a 10 out of 10, and nothing really has changed, so solid 10 out of 10 on the Elite as well. Overall ventilation was pretty good. The Kobe's actually got a solid 8 out of 10, and mostly it's a mesh layer, but there is fuse underneath which you can't see, but it is there. So the Kobe 8 Elites actually got bumped up in the ventilation score to a 9.5 out of 10 because they got rid of some of their TPU layers, which is the fuse. The toe box here is just a little bit more free, and these ones are just a lot more pliable than these guys right here, so this allowed for just a little bit more airflow. So solid 8 and solid 9.5 out of 10. The overall support in both shoes are near identical. The only reason why the Kobe 8 Elite got a higher score, which is a 9.5, versus the original, which was a solid 9, is again based on the carbon fiber. This is just going to be a little bit more strong and durable than the TPU base in the back. Now the overall score for the Kobe 8 was a 9.25, and the overall score for the Kobe 8 Elite is a 9.5. Once again, if you want to really compare things, you can go to my site. There's going to be scorecards and all that kind of stuff. I'll also put them right here as well, so hopefully that kind of helps you out. And if I was going to pick one to personally play in, again, I would go with the regular version. Last but